This is the Roxy Pro France on Fox Sports. Quarterfinal number 1, quarterfinal number 2. In the water, overlapping heat format, 50-minute heats. 25 of those minutes you spend in a non-priority heat. Non-priority heat being Carissa Moore versus Tatian Webb.
Talk about, you know, the nose drain when you just get out of the water and you go to tie your shoe and there's water pouring out of your head.
Swooping into this one, yellow Jeep leader's jersey, Carissa Moore. Beautiful carve for Moore. Patient off the bottom, long bottom turn. Nice bank off the top. She's got even more as she throws a big layback hack to finish. That's a nice opening ride for Carissa Moore in her matchup against Tatian Weston-Webb.
She looked like she was on the inside corner at sunset. I mean, she's having a ball out here, and she looks really comfortable. Beautiful, just smooth approach to a nice clean canvas. You can see that this wave had some white water on it from before, which really made it easy for her to ride the wave. There's a lot of current pulling through the lineup right now, so those first waves of the set's kind of bumpy. This wave, nice and smooth, and I think that's by design, really identifying a wave that she could find on that sandbar out there that was smooth enough.
Smooth surfing, catching this on the slow-mo, Peter.
Well, I know you saw this board as she was going out. It felt like it had a little bit extra length. It had that nice long line to it, so this board's going to go rail to rail really nicely and have a lot of grip. So it's designed for a bit more energy in the water is what we have here. So a good adjustment with equipment and obviously very comfortable on it.
You know what? So comfortable that Carissa Moore starts off with an excellent score, 8.67. That is Moore dropping a hammer right at the beginning of her matchup between Tatian Weston-Webb.
Found a bigger set wave, and now maybe Tati might get the same situation for her.
As you said, here's Tatian Weston-Webb on the backhand, long wall in front of her, no opportunity, and she just jumps off her board. And a quick up and out for Tatian Weston-Webb as well. So surfing continues.
Here we go, out the back. What do we got, Kipes?
Tatian Weston-Webb, big drop, trying to get into the open face, hangs on the heels, now gets the hook off the top, off the bottom again, and a second. He'll carve on the backhand for Tatian Weston-Webb. This is going to be her best wave so far in her matchup against Carissa Moore. Taking it all the way to the inside to the jet ski pickup zone.
And then you're trying to figure out how to get the best waves, utilizing the ski at the right opportunity, fighting the current, all of those things. So there's a ton to think about.
There's the Tatiana. We can't even see, though, that backhand attack on the lip line. She is so good at going vertical.
Well, like you think about, you know, Tatiana and her best performances, one of them coming right here, is on those bigger days. And so this would be something where she would feel like, yeah, I got this. I'm going to go out there. Carissa Moore is a very, very tough competitor, obviously world champion. And, you know, how do you beat her? You know, you think in your head, what have I got to do? And she's going to feel way more comfortable with this bigger surf.
Weston-Webb earning a 4.83 for that last effort. She has cut down the requirement to a 3.85 to take the lead off of Carissa Moore. It's a deceiving requirement, however, because Carissa Moore has only one wave in her scoreline. Once she backs up that 8.67, the need's going to increase for Tatian Weston-Webb.
All of a sudden, when you have a fall, it just creates a little question mark.
Here's Carissa Moore. Streaking down the line. Can't find the open face, has to jump off.
I love that Lakey, you know, even though Malia might be injured, she's not going to give her anything, and there are no friends when it comes down to this kind of a situation. Lakey's after a world title, and, you know, hats off to her for just forgetting about any kind of injury or having any sympathy.
Really important heat for her. You know, she sits in the quarterfinals. She's not going to gain any ground unless she gets through this quarter.
Carissa streaking down the line, pointing the board, looking for open face, bottom turns, finds it off the top there. Showing a little restraint on that off the top, but in her mind, I'm sure she just needs to ditch that fractional score of a 0.77 and move further ahead of Tatian Weston-Webb at this point.
Every point that she adds to that 0.77 is just going to make that number needed by Tatiana so much larger. You know, now it's only a 4.62, and even this is just maybe probably a, you know, mid-range 4 to 5-ish. It's a lot of speed carried to get to that final section for just one real maneuver, but you know, it could be higher three. Either way, it's definitely going to make that number right into the 6s and 7s for Tatiana now.
Malia's so capable, so I was like, the whole heat I was just nervous, and even when I got behind and I only needed like the 4.8, I was like, hey, this is not going to be that easy to get. So I think just having some tenacity and like fight in waves like that and in situations like what I'm in right now is really important, and I think that's something I kind of learned from last year.
Looking for a 7.02 or better. Here she goes, Tati, and she ejects, and she's going to take a trip over the falls as well, Waz.
Oh,
great branded institution, and Channel Island Surfboard's been under the feet of the best surfers in the world for decades.
yeah, it's so true.
Including Peter Mel.
And she actually lives in the same town as we watch Carissa here.
Carissa Moore with a big closing maneuver. Love the aggression from Carissa Moore.
Well, a bit of a sell from Tatiana, but didn't matter because look at that. Just releasing the lip, compressing, and that's what good knees will do. She's able to compress through that maneuver. The layback snap where that arm goes back, it is full commitment because you're laying out. You're putting everything you can into that turn and hoping that you pull the board back under your feet. Carissa Moore, great technique.
She wants to build on that 3.17. Tatiana Weston-Webb answering back on the backhand. Nice hook, straight back up into the lip, but a little late and pays the price.
Wow, that was really great surfing, and the judges are going to love that finish.
Yeah, I think it's not too bad. I think it'll be nice to have some rest and have some good doctors looking after me and take some time off and, yeah, reevaluate my situation for Portugal, and, yeah, I'll be all good.
Just worried about her surfing and getting that done, and that's the hard part out there is she needs to just worry about herself.
She doesn't have to worry about it anymore, Strider, because Carissa Moore is on to the semifinals where she's going to meet up against Lakey Peterson.